Hello, good people. Welcome back to the Kuhb Games YouTube channel. My name is Evan, and we play goats here. Today, we're going to be playing the Blue Chaos deck, which is the ritual version of Chaos Turbo, I guess, even though this deck has, like, Chaos monsters, like, in common with Turbo, and I guess, like, it's playing Upstart Goblin and Card Destruction, and I'm playing one Jar of Greed. Some people aren't playing this card right now. So this is based off of the list from Kuhb from the GFC that happened last weekend. I had playing 2 Relinquished and 1 Elemental Mistress Doriado as your ritual monsters. The Doriado, unfortunately, doesn't count as a dark, but it is a light that you can search up just to help get lights in the graveyard. But more importantly, it's a water that you can pitch to this Abyss Soldier. And Abyss Soldier has actually been pretty huge in this deck. You have so much filtering and card draw that a lot of times you're going to get to your Sinister Serpent. So Abyss Soldier, just another added dimension into the deck that I really like. We're playing 3 Manju, 2 Sinju, 3 Thunder Dragon, 1 BLS, all 3 Chaos Sorcerers, which is another thing that I like about this deck. Again, you get so many cards in the graveyard, you see so many cards, you just have the lights and the darks to facilitate playing all 3 of these. 1 Abyss Soldier, 1 Sangan, 1 Sinister Serpent. I decided to add back in the Tsukuyomi in the main deck over the Kaiku. There were a lot of times where I just wanted this card. 1, it's good in a lot of matchups, and 2, like, you can flip these down for extra value, but you can also flip your Relinquish down and flip it back up for extra value, so it's sort of like the Thousand Eyes Tsukuyomi play. This deck is incredible with Tribe. You always have dead cards in hand. So, great card here. We have the Trinity, of course, Snatch, Still, Heavy Storm. Card Destruction is excellent in this deck. Belief Pui said that this is the best card destruction deck in GOAT format, and I'm inclined to agree. Just 1 Black Illusion Ritual. Never really need to bring out more than 1 Relinquished. And this card, of course, does absolutely nothing outside of Summon Relinquished, whereas, like, Relinquished can just be a card you can pitch to the graveyard as a dark for the Chaos monsters. You play 2 Upstart Goblins, 2 Noblemens, and then, of course, the Traps, which have 3 Raigeki Break, Mirror Forest, Ring of Destruction. I opted to put the Torrential in the side deck, which I've actually been pretty happy about. 3 Trap Dust Shoot, because this card's broken, and 1 Jar of Greed. For the side, we have Assura Priest for control, Scapegoat Stuff, Kaiku for turbo. Breaker's going to come in against stuff like Warriors and back row heavy decks. MST, Mind Control for turbo, Messenger of Peace, which is great tech against Warriors. I've been very impressed with this card. 1 Lightning Vortex, which is a card that I wanted to try out in this deck. I've been seeing it a lot on ladder, and it just got me thinking, we have all of these cards that need to discard for a cost. Why not try out Lightning Vortex? Seems pretty good against Control and Warriors. So, giving it a shot. The Torrential Tribute in the sideboard, 3 Sakuretsu Armors for the aggro decks, Hallowed Life Barrier for burn, and Dust Tornado for anything we need spell and trap removal for. So that's the deck. We will get into some games. All right, we found a match. Unfortunately, don't get to go first, but that's fine. May not get a whole lot of matches in this video, as this deck, it's a little faster than the control decks, but it can get a little grindy, so we'll see how quickly these go. Opponent's just going to set some back row. Sangan, obviously very good about fighting against back row. Berserk Gorilla. Okay. Give a little time and standby there for the opponent to interact. I think I'm just going to Manju for a Relinquished here, and then I can play the Upstart Goblin after we've thinned that out of our deck. Go get the Blue Boy and play the Upstart Goblin. Draw Card Destruction. Well, this isn't really a Card Destruction hand yet. We'll see. Just going to set the Mirror Force and pass. So likely playing some sort of like Earth aggro or something like that. I really want to get this Sangan down and be able to get the Sinister Serpent and pull out the Relinquish that way, but looks like... Uh-oh. Good old Robin Goblin. Okay. 600, we lose the BLS. That's bad news. And the card destruction, that's fine. Okay. So we can just summon out the Sangan here. Obviously, we're a little behind, so hopefully we can make something happen. The Sangan onto the graveyard. Special summon Relinquished. Get the Sangan ability here. Is there any change we want to make? I guess we could just get Tsukuyomi now. Tsukuyomi seems like it's probably going to be pretty good in this matchup. Sure. I guess that works. Interesting. I guess if they have a monster to attack through here, which they likely do, yeah. We're going to lose the Tsukuyomi. Well, I guess we could... Oh. Tsukuyomi doesn't really do anything against Panda, does it? Especially now that there's a Gaia power. So I guess we'll just lose the Tsukuyomi and we won't Jar of Greed first. That's fine. This matchup seems like worst possible. This deck does struggle against the aggro decks, and this deck is like to the extreme. It's probably, if I had to guess, playing a cat. Though it could just be some like extreme Earth aggro deck with the Gaia power. Okay, well none of these cards are good, so I guess we'll just pass the turn here. Ooh, Dark Triceratops. Okay. I haven't seen that card in a very, very long time. Yeah, don't care about discarding any of these cards, of course. I do have Chaos Sorcerer set up, so we've got a shot if we don't draw another Trap Dust Shoot, but you know. That's how that's gonna be, I guess. I don't know. I guess if they're playing Gaia Power, maybe I do want, I don't know. We definitely want these. Don't know if we want the Dust Tornado or the MST. Not really sure how many traps they're playing. I guess as a default, I could just bring them in. Maybe leave the Breaker at home, because they're playing like probably all 3 Berserkerilla, stuff like that. So we'll cut the Trap Dust Shoots, cut the Noblemans. We can cut a Sinju here. On the play, I'll leave in the Duo, and cut the Jar. And I usually end up cutting the upstarts here, because we're just a little bit more action heavy now. We don't have to really power through the deck, though this hand is going to be pretty good at doing that. So we'll go get ourselves a couple Thunder Dragons. And let's see, yeah, we'll summon out the Sinju. And then I'll go get Relinquished. Manju, of course, can get whatever we need, so I'll throw down this Duo here. Pretty happy about the the current position of this turn. Mad Sword Beast. Man, so we're just playing like piercing Robin Goblin stuff. I can respect this. Okay, Raigeki breaks pretty nice. I think I'm just going to set that and not set the Messenger of Peace. Because like maybe there's a chance I want to get in a big push with the Relinquished or something next turn. I think that's fine. And I don't need to just open myself up to Heavy Storm turn 1 for no reason. I don't think the opponent's going to be able to slam like a whole bunch of damage on the board. I guess they could like do something. Enraged Battle Ox. I haven't read this one in a while. Okay. Neat. So is this a beast down? Oh, I got dinosaurs and shit in here too, so. May just kill the Battle Ox here. I think I'm going to do that. So I think with the opponent down on cards, I can start getting aggressive. And then this Relinquished is just going to come down. And can sort of just clean up the end game. Just gonna go get the Black Illusion Ritual here. And proceed to battle phase. Do we have a Mirror Force opponent? No. 28. I can't really kill on the next turn. Yeah. Just gonna hold the Messenger piece back again. Use Mirror Force as my interaction here. Okay, Berserk Gorilla, you got it. That could be a Torrential Tribute. I don't believe so. They probably would have Torrentialed on the turn before. Not really sure what it is. Could be another Robin Goblin or something like that. But I think I'm gonna summon into it. Oh, it is Torrential. Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to go get the Doriado now. Just to have that in hand wherever it is. There we go. And now I will play the Messenger of Peace and pass. Yep. Pretty good draw from the opponent there. They do have to deal with this Messenger of Peace. If not, we're just going to sit here and, gain card advantage. I like to see United We Stand go. Brain Control's fine. Giant Rat. Yeah, that does get under Messenger of Peace, doesn't it? We can steal that with Relinquish, though. And we can just go get the other Relinquished. Oh, my bad. There's Black Illusion Ritual, discard Relinquished, special summon Relinquished. Alright, and take the Giant Rat. Get in for 28, and we can just set this Raigeki break with 2 cards that we don't care about in hand to pitch. So I think I'm probably just gonna, well, if they're showing me equip spells, maybe I do want the MST. Like, just 1 MST, 1 Dust Tornado, I think is probably fine. They can sometimes catch something like Torrential Tribute, Mirror Force Ring, so they're not, like, terrible cards. But yeah, I think definitely the Breaker's just going to be staying home here. That's fine. Snatch, steal the Relinquished, okay. Sure. So that means, hold on. Did they attack with Relinquished? I think they did, right? Yes, they did. Okay, so we're just going to Raigeki Break. Discard the Thunder Dragon, kill the Snatch Steal. I'll take that Relinquished back. Thank you. Now you can crash here if you want. That's perfectly fine with me. They don't. Okay. All right. Well, we draw Abyss Soldier. And that's going to end the game here. good to pitch Doriado. The dueling book wording on Doriado does not say that it is a water in your hand, but the GOAT format errata does. Or not errata, the original. You're dead either way, opponent. But this does work. Doriado's original text just says this card's attribute is also treated as wind, water, fire, and earth. It does not say while it's face up on the field. Okay, so we got that cleared up. I think I'm gonna go with the same thing. Yeah, I think we're good. Just need to stabilize a little better than we did game one, which I think our deck is fully equipped to do. All right, I have Lightning Vortex here, so we get to see how this card works out. I think with this deck being a little bit more aggressive than the regular Chaos Turbo deck, something like Lightning Vortex makes sense to me. Oh, and we have a Sinister Serpent to go with it. That's pretty nice. Do I want to set the Serpent? I don't think so. Because I really want to keep it. I don't know. Like, people leave a knock against this deck a lot because they're not aware that a lot of the versions just don't play flip effect monsters. They just see Chaos and they're like, oh, it has to work like Chaos Turbo, right? Which is a decent assumption. I'm just going to get the other Relinquished here. I would rather pitch the other Relinquished to a Black Illusion Ritual, I think, than the Doriado, because the Doriado could come up again with the Abyss Soldier later. Opponent having to think over there. We see the giant rat. Yeah, let's just 2 for 2. We'll torrential here. That's fine with me. The Senju already plussed, so we're up a card. We get rid of the giant rat, which was just going to crash anyway and get more value for him. Now I'll summon the Manju. The opponent's actually playing backer this game. So let's just go get the Black Illusion Ritual while we can. Now our deck's almost completely thinned out of the whole ritual package, which is nice. One thing I do like about this deck is that it is very good at getting to its power cards. Because you just deck thin so much, and then you have the Upstarts and the Jar of Greed. You draw into your Trinity a lot. Are we just on? Okay, Berserk Gorilla, that's fine. Sakuretsu that. All right, here we're just trying to stay stabilized. Get in little chip damage while we can, and maybe like Relinquished again can come down and clean up the late game if we need it to. Ring of Destruction is a very good draw here. We're at a healthy life total. We're poking for damage every turn. Yeah, opponent sets a monster. Interesting. What are we setting, opponent? Let's see, they haven't shown any traps yet. Interesting. Wonder what this is. We're gonna find out. Robin, Goblin. Okay. Okay, I guess that makes sense. No, I do not lose 1,600. I lose 200. Okay. Play out this. Yeah, I'm just gonna play out the Messenger piece now. I think this may lull my opponent into a sense of they can summon more monsters while they wait to kill this thing, and then I can just Lightning Vortex their board. Okay, well, giant rat I'm going to have to deal with, I suppose, with the ring here. Hopefully this goes through. It does. Beautiful. That means we can actually kill this panda on the next turn as well. Awesome. Graceful Charity is great here, as always. Could fish for a Heavy Storm. Yeah. Let's just play out the Graceful Charity now. In case they have, I don't know, something like a Rush Recklessly. I did get that played against me not long ago. Oh, Snatch Steal. Okay, so we'll pitch the Sinister. And I guess we'll just pitch this other messenger piece. And I'm just going to summon. If they want a Torrential here, that's perfectly fine with me. Oh, that was, well, that's fine. Because I have the Snatch Steal as well. But yeah, that may have been a small misstep there. Well, I guess now this can't attack, right? Let's just snatch it. If this goes wrong, I have the Vortex as backup. Yeah, they do have the Mirror Force. Okay. This is still fine. Yeah, I'm just going to pass the turn. Maybe could have done that a little better. Probably should have just attacked. Okay, King Tiger's fine. Card destruction. Sorry, I have to... Do I want to set this? No. Yeah. I don't want him to draw an answer to the Messenger of Peace and just rip out some of my hand. We haven't seen evidence of a Nobleman of Crossout. It could be there, but... Ooh, Abyss Soldier. Well, I kind of wish I had kept the Sinister Serpent in hand now. But I think we can still summon it. Bottomless Trap Hole. Do I want to use priority? No, I don't think so. Sorry, I think it's banished. That's fine. Go ahead. The Doriado could be here for using with Relinquished or pitching a card to the Lightning Vortex. Maybe I should have kept the Sinister Serpent in hand. That could have been a misplay, but I did weigh the pros and cons of that for a while. Oh, Chaos Sorcerer. That's got to be online, right? It is. Okay. Summon the old Sork. Is that good? All right. Kill your tiger. And we'll pass the turn. So now we may let this Messenger of Peace go. Now that we've got some defense going here. I don't know if I really just want to let the Chaos Sorcerer go. It's pretty good under Messenger of Peace. It just kind of sits here. Oh, Thunder Dragon. Okay. Well... Gonna pitch that. Help thin the deck out a little bit more. Yeah, let's just sack this to set a Thunder Dragon. Like, we're gonna have to discard anyway, so we may as well just put the Sinister Serpent in the graveyard so that we can start using it if we need to with this Vortex or something. Oh, Heavy Storm. Okay, well, we're going to let the Messenger of Peace go, I think. And we're going to get back the Serpent. Here's a Heavy Storm. Do you have a Solemn Judgment, opponent? Nope. All right, so Messenger of Peace on full display there. Really taking over the game, just buying us time until we were able to set up the win. Love to see it. Probably going to get one more here, but definitely at least one more. See you for round 2. All right, we've found another match for Relinquished to prey on a victim. Unfortunately, we're going to lose all of the die rolls. That's fine. This hand's pretty good. Love having Raigeki break with Thunder Dragon. Love having Delinquent Duo, of course. Got some draw power with the Upstart Goblin. Trap Dust Shoot is Trap Dust Shoot. Hopefully, we're not playing against an aggro deck again. And this Trap Dust Shoot will actually have some power on the draw. But I suppose we'll see. Alright, looks like the Dust Shoot's going to be decent here. Alright, looks like no Dust Shoot from the opponent. It's pretty good. I'm just going to start by pitching Thunder Dragon. Yeah, you too. Alright, so we have the Thunder Dragons. Now let's summon the Sinju. And just get the Relinquished to hand. No reason to get the Doriato here, I don't believe. Throw off this Upstart Goblin. Oh, Knock is very nice here. Now we don't even have to make the... we don't have to make the decision if we need to Raigeki break in the opponent's standby. Just to clear their face-down monster. So we're just going to clear it here. Hopefully it's a flip effect, so we can take some cards out of our opponent's deck. I guess the start was too good for the opponent. Hopefully they come back. Okay, looks like the opponent came back. Maybe they're just having some internet issues or something. That's fine. Ooh, we get a Cyberjar. That's very nice. All right, we'll just get in there for 1,400. And let's just set both of these. Not going to play the duo before I play the Dust Shoot. Want to make sure we're getting any serpents or anything out of our opponent's hand before we do that. Okay. Well, we have an X Headcanon sighting. Interesting. Usually, okay. I mean, we're gonna take the Morphing Char for sure, but I suppose this could be like some sort of limiter removal machine deck. Usually, X Headcanon is played in just like dedicated machine decks. Otherwise, it would just not be good. I suppose. Cannon's fine. Do I want to do anything about it? I suppose I do, right? The rest of my opponent's hand is not very impressive. And if I don't deal with it here, we just take a -1 and then like we don't really have anything going on because the Delinquent Duo is not adding to our board, our game plan. It's just taking away from theirs. Call the Haunted, that's pretty rough, but so it is. Alright, they just set one. It's probably the Book of Moon if I had to guess, so that's pretty good. Ooh. Well, I guess we'll see. Hopefully it's not the Book of Moon now. But I would say it's likely the defensive trap. Yeah. Okay, so no need to throw off the Snatch Steel yet. I guess we're probably just going to have to take some hits here. Alright, opponent's just going to set a monster. Hopefully we can draw like a Manju here. No, just a Dust Shoot. Okay. Alright, we're going to need some help, but... yeah, Dekoichi's fine. Maybe they, yeah, I was like, maybe they don't attack with it, but they'd be kind of crazy not to. Oh, well, yeah, we are gonna die to the limiter removal. Okay. All right. I guess I should have taken the X head cannon then. It actually would have worked out better. That Call of the Haunted really got me there. But I think we're just gonna side like we. I guess we don't need the MS tier, the Dust Tornado, because they're probably not going to be playing very many traps over there. Do we want... well, I guess Hallowed Life Barrier doesn't really counteract limiter removal, because I can just do that. I can just do that in the damage step. So, yeah, I think we're good just with these. We're going to take out the Trap Dust Shoots. Drop a Sinju. I think we'll leave in the upstarts this time. We're on the play, so I'm fine with leaving the duo in, I think. Okay. Alright. This hand's not bad. So let's drop the Thunder Dragons. We should be able to get to Chaos Sorcerers quickly, maybe. I guess we do need to get a Dark in the graveyard, so we need to find a way to... I guess we have Regeki Break. Regeki Break can ditch the Relinquished we're about to get. Though ideally, we draw into a Black Illusion Ritual. We're able to utilize that. I think... I'm just going to set the Regeki Break, I think. No need to run both of my traps into a Heavy Storm here, and Regeki Break is the card that can get my Relinquished into the graveyard, so... okay. Don't think I'm going to activate it there. Can hopefully find other ways, though opponent may... have a big turn going on here. No, we're just going to Heavy Storm and set a monster. Okay. Okay, drawing another Regeki Break is pretty good here. Don't think I want to attack into that. I think I'm just going to set these back row, and I'm going to kill that monster in the standby. And we're just going to get rid of the Relinquished here, because if we summon out a Chaos Sorcerer off of that... okay, that's fine. Yeah, if we summon out a Chaos Sorcerer, and it gets destroyed, we have the other one active. This Chaos Sorcerer is a Dark. I know everyone's shocked to hear that. No one knows what Chaos Sorcerer does in GOAT format. Alright, we're just going to set a monster and pass. Draw another Chaos Sorcerer. Okay. Do we want to throw out Thunder Dragon? Do we just want to throw out Chaos Sorcerer in case this is like a... I don't hate that, actually. Yeah, let's just... I think we can be a little aggressive here. In case that's a Morphing Jar or something. But I suppose we'll attack with the Chaos Sorcerer. No Mirror Force one time, please. Alright, Magician of Faith. That's just going to get back Heavy Storm, right? Yeah, that's not a problem. Alright, hit you for 14. Maybe seeing... Now that I've seen the Jars and 2 Magician of Faiths, maybe I want the Noblemen's back in the deck. I could see that. The Jars are pretty important to take care of. But seeing that we have even more targets... I'm just going to let the Manju go here, I think. Yeah. And I think I actually just attack. We deal 500 damage, I guess. Like, if that's a limiter, do I... Yeah, okay. Well, sure. Let's just banish it. It's not worth the risk to lose the Sork here, I don't think. And not setting another back row, of course, because our opponent does have that Heavy Storm in hand. Yep, Fusilier cannot attack over Chaos Sorcerer. Not yet, anyway. I suppose it could... If we have a limiter removal, I'll probably just let the Chaos Sorcerer go at that point. I get the feeling that that is a limiter face down. Just how the opponent's playing, but... I'm content to just sit here and... Oh, Dimension Fusion. Yeah? Yeah, I'm not taking into account Dimension Fusion, am I? Huh. I just get a Thunder Dragon back? I think it's probably fine to banish that, though, because it is a dark. We don't want our opponent to really have dark light. Premature Burial, the Magician of Faith? Okay. Do we have Metamorphosis? So that'd be fine. Now we're gonna heavy? Well... why? Sure. Okay. Have you ever seen a -2 on a heavy? I guess we take this. Alright, there's the defusion. I do get this Thunder Dragon. Opponent gets a full power Fusilier, so they are going to be able to attack down my board, but I get another Chaos Sorcerer next turn, and I get to set a Raigeki break. My opponent's Heavy Storm is gone. They're not doing so hot on cards. Ooh, I can Snatch too? Do I want to do that? I probably... Well... Maybe I don't, because I want to Raigeki break this, because I just don't know what it is. And if it's a Morphing Jar... Do I care if it's a Morphing Jar? I guess I care if it's a Cyber Jar. So, yeah. Yeah, let's just Summon out the Chaos Sorcerer. Get rid of that thing. We'll set this Raigeki break. We'll pass the turn. I don't think we're going to activate this and standby. Well, yeah, we are. If it's a Morphing Jar, I kind of don't want that to go off because I actually like my hand. I think at this point... Oh, they have a Chaos Monster? Okay. Okay, it's just a Sorcerer. That's not that big of a deal. That just means we get another one. Alright, my turn. Sinju is fine. Let's just take this here Chaos Sorcerer. Okay, we're going to ring it up. Which is actually pretty bad for me now. I don't have a dark in the yard. I don't have a way to get a dark in the yard. Okay. Get our Relinquished. I guess they thought we had Black Illusion Ritual in hand. Okay. I mean, I guess we take those. But, like, do I want the Nox in now? We saw all of those Magician of Faiths. Dekoichi. Yeah, and the Jars. We'll bring the Nox back in, I suppose. I do think I still want a lot of these. We'll just bring them in over the upstarts. How about that? That seems fine to me. Okay. So, I thought I was in a really bad spot there, but, you know, concession's a concession, I suppose. This is the wrong ritual monster. Would love to have a Relinquished here, but... Okay. Pitch the Thunder Dragon. Hopefully the opponent helps me out. Yep. Just set the Saku and pass. Hopefully the opponent helps me out, and they flip a Morphing Jar here. So hand's not great, but it's like one card off of being great. Wow, they have room for Magical Merchant in this deck too? Multiple? I guess it does find limiters some of the time, doesn't it? That's pretty good. Alright, set another monster. No attack. Fine with that. Okay, Raigeki Break helps this hand a lot. Well, not really. I'm still short of dark. But it's fine. We can go ahead and set it. We'll pass the turn. I'm not going to kill my opponent's face down this time. Thought it may have been a Dekoichi just to go with the limiter there. I was really hoping it was a Morphing Jar. I think discarding this hand and drawing 5 new cards would be perfectly fine with me. Obviously, we would miss out on Relinquished plays for the rest of the game, but I think that's fine. Would absolutely love a card destruction with this hand. Pot of Greed. We also accept Pot of Greed. Just gonna Raigeki Break here. Kill the face down. Here you go, opponent. This way we get our Serpent back. I imagine they're just sending the Chaos Sorcerer back here, right? I guess they could send the Doriato back. They don't really know what it's doing. But my guess is, yeah, so my guess is Chaos Sorcerer is gonna eat some shit here. All right, I'll take this back. Thank you. May I have this Pot of Greed, opponent? Make sure I shuffled here. Pot of Greed, blah, 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 blah. Chaos Sorcerer, normal summoned. Put it back on top, shuffle that. I did not shuffle. Hold on. I'll put the other back too. My bad. Okay. Not great. All of these things can get under Messenger of Peace. Not a fan. Set the Serpent. I'll set the Storm. If my opponent storms, then they storm. If not, maybe I can lull them into playing more back row here. Gotta say, I'm not super happy about my position, but again, like, one Graceful Charity, one card destruction, and this game could just be broken wide open. Okay, well, we're gonna Saku the Head Cannon. Just get that out of here. Okay, I'm gonna say they attacked with the Head Cannon first, and they're not respecting that potentially being tribe, so thought they would attack with the Dekoichi there. That's good news. Alright, Manju helps as well. Like to see that. So now, yeah, we can just flip heavy here. If it's a Book of Moon, yeah, it's a Book of Moon, that's fine. Oh, we're gonna set that. Interesting. So, I could just steal that, but then if they have another monster, it has to get under Messenger of Peace, which a lot of their monsters do. So, here's a Manju. Oh, no, wait, because I can just attack with the Manju, right? Okay. Yeah, so that's probably fine. Let's just Black Illusion Ritual, get rid of the Sinister, summon Relinquished in defense, declare we're going to take this. And then Manju can just attack there. It does put a Dark in their graveyard, which I'm not hyped about. But we'll see, I guess. Go ahead, opponent. Would love a Tsukuyomi here. Suk is probably one of the best draws in the deck from this point. I guess, card destruction is still very good. Yeah, okay, so they did have a Chaos Monster follow-up. But hopefully we can just ride this Messenger of Peace like we did last match for a little bit. Get rid of the Relinquished. Yep. We still don't have a dark in the graveyard. Okay, Graceful Charity, thank God. Alright, get back the Sinister. Activate Graceful Charity. Okay. Like this a lot. So we can just pitch the Sinister Serpent. We can pitch the Thunder Dragon. Normal summon Sinju. Go get another Relinquished. And now, I guess we just set... I don't have to have the Dark engraved just yet. So yeah, let's just set the ring. Pass the turn and the standby. We'll see if we can take out the Sorcerer here. Okay. Can we ride the Sinju now to victory? That might be a tall ask, but now we can at least get a dark in the graveyard. Okay, I don't really care about Tribe. That's fine. Discarding Jinzo. Okay. I guess Jinzo is a little annoying. Or like it would be, but Dueling Book lagging a little bit there. That's fine. Back the Sinister here. Sorry. Alright, I think we're just going to set the Raigeki break and pass. I don't know if I want to discard the Relinquished yet. Especially while I have this Sinister Serpent going. But I suppose we'll see. Don't want to Raigeki break really until we need to. Opponent still hasn't played their Heavy Storm, so I don't really want to overextend. No need to play this Mirror Force while I have the Messenger and Peace in play. And if we're wanting this to go long, it just makes more sense for me to sort of not play into the card that my opponent's going to have infinite draw steps to get to. Sillier. Yep, that's fine. That gets under Messenger Peace. The only monster with more than 1500 attack that can attack through Messenger of Peace. Nice. Just take that back. We set the Sinister. Do I want to set the Mirror Force? Probably not, right? No, it's fine. My opponent draws heavy here, you know. It's going to be the same either way. May as well just, you know, not lose one more card. They did draw the heavy, so that's bad for me. Raigeki break the Fusilier. Oh, we're going to call the Haunted Jinzo in response? I guess we're dead then, aren't we? Yeah, okay. Okay, well, I mean, we saw here, sometimes the deck just draws the wrong half of the deck, and that's something that this deck is prone to do. We did hit a Graceful Charity at some point, but we just bricked for a few too many turns, but we're going to lose this one, and I think that's going to be all. These games were fairly long, but yeah. 1-1, played some not so relevant decks, but yeah, I think this deck is pretty good. Do I not think it's tier 1? Maybe not. I think Chaos Turbo is probably still just better. Though this deck certainly does have legs, and I know there's a lot of innovation that's going on right now with people trying to build the deck together. So we'll see how this deck checks out in the future. I did just buy all the cards, so I will have this deck very soon. But yeah, that was Blue Chaos or Relinquished or whatever you want to call the deck. Hope you all enjoyed.